Hello everyone, this is Pastor Brad at Dallas First Assembly of God in Dallas, Georgia. I am doing my video devotion today right out in front of the church. There's the entrance, and don't you just love those beautiful flowers? Mike Barnes has done us a great blessing by putting these flower pots all over. We've got one over there, there's some of the other building, he's keeping up these flowers. They are gorgeous, and I am just so happy. So if you can't stand looking at me, just look at those flowers over there. They're beautiful to look at. Well, I want to tell you something. I came out here to do this video for the devotion, and I'm sitting here doing this devotion, and a car drives up just a moment ago, and I thought, what in the world? These people, I was just about through with the video, and these people drive up, and they're, I gotta say, well, they drive up and started talking to me. And it was a young couple, had a little baby in the back of their car. And I didn't know what they wanted, but you know what they wanted? They wanted to come to church. They just told me that they have been trying to get to this church because they wanted to come to church tonight, and they got here and we're not having church. But you know what? I had an opportunity to talk with them, and I know without a doubt that God brought them to me at this time. I was in my office trying to do this video on my computer, and I couldn't get it to work. Can you believe that? Me, the computer expert that I am, I couldn't get it to work. So I grabbed my iPhone, came out here to the parking lot. I said, I'll just do my video out here. And about that time, that car pulled up, and I was able to have a wonderful conversation with them. They said they're going to come to church this Sunday, and both of them, honestly, their life's been a mess. They told me that. But they're ready to get things right, and they knew to come to church. Recently I was praying, God, bring people to our church that don't know anybody here. They don't even know why they're coming. And this car drove up, and I had a wonderful time with them. And they told me that, I said, I'm sorry we didn't get to have service. And they said, no, we've had a good service. And so I believe this young couple is going to come and get right with God, and God's going to make them into some wonderful, wonderful followers of Jesus. All right, everybody, let me just get started with my devotion here. That's a pretty good devotion right there. Well, I'm at Dallas First Assembly of God, and as you've already heard, I've got good news. We are going to be starting back right here on Sunday, having services, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody so very, very much. I can't hardly wait. Now, just remember this Sunday, June the 7th, we're going to have a 9 a.m. service and an 11 a.m. service. You don't have to come to both. You can come to either service that you want to come to. I'm hoping it'll get spread out. I'm hoping a lot of people will come to each one, the one at 9, the one at 11. We'll just kind of, right now, just see what happens. So we're going to work that out. We are going to ask you to take safety precautions. Use hand sanitizer. Wear mask. Don't hug. Don't shake hands. The coronavirus is still around. So we want to do all that we can to keep people safe. Whatever your thoughts or opinions are on all these things, I understand. Some of them I think are useless, but we're going to practice them anyway. We're going to go overboard in being cautious. But just come to church ready to worship the Lord. You can visit. I like to call it physical distancing instead of social distancing. We want you to talk. We want you to fellowship. We want you to love each other, but just keep away from each other. Come out in the parking lot. It's not going to be as easy and comfortable, but just come on. One other thing I want to stress, no one needs to feel obligated to come back now. You wait and come back whenever you get ready. We don't want anybody to feel stress or pressure to come back if you're not ready. Maybe you've got underlying conditions or whatever. If you're sick, don't come back. We don't want you in the building. If you got a temperature, if you've got any symptoms of any kind of sickness, we don't want you here right away. We love you, but we don't want you here if you're sick. So keep that in mind. But it's going to be wonderful. We love each other. One thing I can tell you from us being apart all this time is we need to be together. We really do. I don't think we realize what really happens when we come together in the church to worship God. Somebody told us the other day that we were visiting with, they said, I come to church and I see people and I don't get to talk to all of them, but it's just wonderful being in the building, seeing them, praying for them, and that's what it's all about. God designed the church for people. We can worship him anywhere, but he designed the church for people, and we're glad you're a part of it, and we're looking forward to this Sunday really big time. I can't hardly wait. You know, we got some wonderful people in this church. We've got people doing things for each other. Most of the time, most people don't even know about it. People tell me many times, this is the most wonderful church they've ever been a part of, and I am so glad to hear that. And the reason is because of you, and you're so loving and kind. And you know, right now we're in a time where there's plenty of things for us to have division over. We've got people that wear masks. We've got people that don't want to wear masks. You know what? I understand all that. That's okay. We've got people that want to come to church, people that may not want to come to church. I don't care. That's okay. We've got a lot of division in our nation, but I am confident at Dallas First Assembly of God in Dallas, Georgia, none of this is going to cause any problems for us. We're not going to lose anybody. We're going to gain people. We got a couple that I just talked to that are planning on being here in church. I believe Sunday we're going to have first-time guests who are hungry for God. We are sitting on the threshold of one of the greatest opportunities in the history of the world. People are depressed. People are afraid. People are discouraged. And they're going to reach out to the church to find the answers. Well, Dallas First Assembly of God, we're going to be ready. We are going to be ready. So be praying with me if you would. I know this may not sound like a real biblical devotion, but it is a devotion. It's a devotion. Anyway, I love you, and Pastor Pam loves you. We got a great church. We've got a great staff. We got great facilities. And, you know, we're not just trying to build Dallas First Assembly of God. We're trying to build the kingdom of God. And we're looking forward to reaching a lot of people. So a couple of things I want you to do is don't be negative. You'll probably see plenty of mistakes when you come here Sunday in what we're doing. You're going to see flaws. You're going to think, hey, why in the world are they doing this? Don't be negative. Let's come together and lift up Jesus and lift up each other. Now, another thing I want to say is we're not going to put down people that don't come. If you come to church, it doesn't mean you're more spiritual or more full of faith than the people that don't come. Everybody's got a reason for doing what they're doing. And we're going to come, and we're going to believe God. I can tell you, I have prayed over this property today that God is going to protect us all. But I know there's people that, you know, getting any kind of virus, flu, that it could be devastating to them. Please stay home if that's you. We're not going to condemn anybody that stays home. We're not going to lift up anybody that comes. We're just going to slowly but surely get back into a frame of having church with everybody being able to come, and all of this virus is going to be behind us. I believe that. You know what? I wanted to show you this card before I go. Beautiful little card that was sent to me by a 93-year-old man. Brother Ed Daniels has not been able to attend church here for quite a few years, but he is an amazing man. Every couple of weeks, he makes me some Brunswick stew, and I go over to his house. He takes it out to the garage, opens the garage door, goes back in the house. I get the Brunswick stew, and he does it because he's always thinking about other people at 90-something years of age. This is his church. He attended this church for many years. He's just unable to come now, but he's not focusing on himself. He wrote me some things in here that I am embarrassed to share, because I'm thinking he just exaggerated. He is such an encourager to me and to my wife, saying that how great pastors that we are. I shouldn't have said that because I'm not trying to toot my horn, but you just can't imagine how encouraging he is. And you know what? Some of you are just like him. Many of you are encouraging us all the time, and we appreciate it. We're not looking for it, but we appreciate it. And I want to encourage you, because you are some of the finest people we have ever known. I mean that. We've got people in this church that love God, love each other. The way you've been giving during this time of not having services, where every day in the mail checks come in. Some comes in electronically. It's just amazing, just amazing. And you know what? One last thing I want to show you. A few years ago, we built a basketball court. And this basketball court has become an outreach to the community. Every day, especially during this time that we're supposed to be staying home. We're having young people come up here and play basketball. I'm just going to show you right now. You can see down that way. Well, you really can't really see how many people are down there. Well, we've got gazebos, and one day this week I came out and there was so many people out there playing basketball and sitting under the gazebos. And you know what? None of them come to our church, but we're working on that. Sometimes I'll take them water, ice. Other people in the church do the same thing. Well, I've taken enough time. God bless you. I hope you have a great evening. I hope that something I've shared with you is an encouragement and a blessing to you. You have a great, great day.